The ultimate fitness guide for beginners, advanced guide for health and fitness. Contents. Introduction. Chapter 1, It all starts with self-love. Self-love tips. Chapter 2, The importance and benefits of exercise. The difference between movement and exercise. The physiological benefits of exercise. The psychological benefits of exercise. The sociological benefits of exercise. Chapter 3, How to get started with your exercise routine. Simple indoor exercises. Lunges. Squats. Push-ups. Dumbbell rows. Deadlifts. Horizontal planks. Chapter 4, You are what you eat. Drink water. Your breakfast matters a great deal. Planning your meals. Snacking. Enjoying healthy food. Engaging in food tracking. Include fiber. Chapter 5, Self-development. Mental development. How to develop a growth mindset. How to develop health and fitness with your growth mindset. Social development. Benefits of developing strong social skills. How to develop your social skills. How social skills help to support health and fitness. Emotional development. How to develop emotionally. How emotional skills help to develop health and fitness. Spiritual development. How to develop spiritually. Conclusion. Introduction. Everyone knows that health and fitness are important. But weaving these concepts into our life can sometimes, and for some people, be daunting. It can be so easy to avoid what it takes to be healthy even when we are feeling unhealthy. However, that is not a wise thing to do. You deserve to be healthy, and in this book I explain the many easy ways to achieve this. I am passionate about health and fitness. From an early age I decided that these would be my priorities, and consequently my well-being and physical capabilities are far better now than when I was younger. It is not too late or too early to start paying attention to your own health. All aspects of life become more fluid and joyful when you are in control of your health. That is why I believe that this is the most important matter in the world. Health and fitness is a multi-dimensional construct that comprises of cardiorespiratory endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility and body composition. I have used my experiences and research on how our daily actions and choices can reduce the risk of ill health and promote well-being. This book consists of 5 chapters which explain the importance of self-love, the benefits of exercise, how to develop good habits, and how to develop yourself. I hope you find this book helpful and motivating. Sphinx Patterson. Chapter 1. It all starts with self-love. Both our first and last love is self-love. Christian Nestel Bovey, author. Every one of us needs to show how much we care for each other and, in the process, care for ourselves. Diana, Princess of Wales. Love is a strong force that can do anything. With love, all mountains can be climbed. In this chapter, we will discuss in full detail how self-love plays a pivotal role in maintaining your health, fitness, and how you can start your journey of self-love. If you have ever loved someone genuinely or been loved by someone, then you know what love is. Many times I get tongue-tied in trying to define love. I would rather describe what it feels like. However, in recent times, I have learned to explain love to mean choice. So if I say I love you, I mean I choose you. In the same vein, I love me means I choose me. When you choose someone, you choose the whole of that person, whether good or bad. No doubt, there may be things you may not love about yourself easily. These could be your body, your habits, family, relationships, location, and many others. In difficult times, there may be things we do not have control over. However, in the self-love journey, we embrace all that we are, not because we are madly in love with our faults but because we accept who we are. Self-acceptance is the first quality you would take to heart as you begin to fall in love with yourself. I have to admit, this is not always easy. With perseverance, You will come to accept your name, origin, flaws, failures, talents, skills, appearance, and all you come with. In saying yes to you, and not comparing yourself to others, it allows you to be who you want to be. Therefore, you are striving to get somewhere else as you know that you deserve to be fulfilled. The lack of self-love has marred the emotional health of millions of people and hindered their successes in life. When you love, you prioritize what you love. If you love yourself, you prioritize yourself. Since maintaining fitness is something hugely beneficial for you, you embark on it because you love yourself. In this situation, you are motivated by love and not some rules. Other motivations may fade away, but when it comes to love, it stays strong. When you love yourself, it motivates you to eat healthily. There's a friend of mine in South London. She has 3 sons and a husband, and she cooks up heaven and pays great attention to their health. Whenever I see her preparing the meals for her family, I can see that this is coming from a place of love. Her sons attend a boarding school and her husband's job keeps him away from home at least 3-4 days a week. On the days she spends alone, she eats a lot of junk food. Perhaps she doesn't hold herself in the same high esteem? Some may say, "Oh, I relate to that feeling, it's normal." But it doesn't have to be that way. Although she appreciated the value of freshly cooked nutritious food, she was unable to apply it to herself. One day I was with her and I challenged this attitude. I advised her that she needed to love herself the way she loved her children. Trust me, that was not a smooth discussion. Convincing her was not easy. However, she agreed to begin this journey of exploration towards self-love. At the end of 4 months she told me that she had developed a strong sense of self-love. When we engaged in further conversation, she said she can now say no to things easily when she spots that it is to her disadvantage. She now cooks good quality food for herself and avoids junk food. How amazing is that? When you love yourself, you will do things that are good for you. Health and fitness is good for you, so you will do it. That's just how this thing works. Love helps you make great choices. Self-love tips. Here are the self-love tips for you today. 1. Positive affirmation. Maybe you have heard 1,000 coaches say this. We keep saying it because it works. It works for me. Learn to say great things to yourself. Confess positivity in the present tense. The more you speak to your mind, the more you believe and see it. Some examples are, I love me, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am healthy fit, etc. 2. Avoid labeling yourself. Labels hurt you. Many of us have carried labels from childhood because our parents, friends, uncles, aunties applied them to us. Describing yourself as unlovable, unsociable, annoying, crazy, dull, ugly, etc. is not healthy. You are none of these things. Quit labeling yourself. 3. Self-acceptance. When you love someone, you love them unconditionally. You love absolutely. Before you can love, you will need to accept every fiber of that person. It is the same pattern when it comes to loving yourself. You need to accept who you are. The flaws, failures and unpleasant things are part of you. When you accept that you are and love yourself genuinely, you can change some unpleasant things about yourself. In this situation, you are not changing them because you compare yourself or hate being you. However, you are doing so because you want what is best for you. 4. Prioritize your health and happiness. The true test of self-love is placing yourself on your priority list. When we put ourselves first, it feels as if we are being selfish. But I tell people that you are on the right path once you have a sense of selfishness. Make choices that will make you healthier and happier. Choose to exercise and eat healthily. This will lead you on the path towards a life more worthwhile and you deserve it. We all do. 5. Be part of the solution. There is a great positive feeling that comes with solving problems and that is what this tip is about. Try to contribute to make the world a better place for others. However difficult a situation is, try to find your own way to be part of the solution, however small. 6. Self-care. I often see people neglecting themselves because they are busy taking care of others. Caring for other people is good, but abandoning yourself is not healthy. When you care of yourself, you will be replenished to bless others. The time you give yourself to take care of yourself is not a waste. Rather, it is one of the most valued investments. In conclusion, loving yourself is where health and fitness begins. I believe that everyone reading this loves themselves to some extent, because searching for this information shows that you care for yourself. Saying yes to self-love is ticking the box of health and fitness. Chapter 2. The importance of exercise and its benefits. If something stands between you and your success, move it. Never be denied. Dwayne Johnson. In case you have never established the habit of exercise, you may feel motivated for just a few days or weeks, but many people find it difficult to stay motivated for longer. I am here to help you overcome that difficulty. Keeping active is one of the best ways to enrich your life. Exercising is not gender or age biased. We all need it to live healthily, so it is good for all of us. If you look at active children, you will discover that they are not prone to health challenges. Also, adults who have the exercising habit often handle stress and depressive tendencies better. They are also at a lower risk of contracting certain diseases because their immunity is higher. If better health and immunity is what you want as you age, then maintaining fitness should be one of your priorities regardless of how old you are. When you want to maintain your body's fitness, it's important to consider both the skill and health components of fitness. The skill component of body fitness means how you perform your daily activities. For example, the agility, balance, power and speed you use in performing the task. An exercise regime will help you to develop all of these skills. Many doctors recommend their patients go through training or exercise programs to achieve this, especially in the case of balance loss during aging. The health components of fitness include muscular flexibility, muscular strength, muscular endurance and cardiorespiratory endurance. In the next paragraphs, I will describe the listed components. Muscular flexibility means that you can freely move your joints in all normal movement patterns of that particular joint without pain. The activity that people use to attain this condition is usually stretching, which can be yoga or lifting light weights through full range of movement. In addition, you can develop muscular flexibility by focusing on different training activities. Often, we attribute the quality of flexibility to a certain group of people as if it were reserved for a select few. Although some individuals are naturally more flexible than others, we all have the capacity to develop flexibility. Muscular strength is defined as the level of force your muscles exert with a single maximum effort. Exercises that allow you to work harder than usual improve your muscular strength. For example, lifting weight. Muscular endurance is a simple term for how long your muscles can withstand resistance. Improved muscular endurance enables a person to complete many exercise repetitions. Cardiorespiratory endurance is present when the lungs and the heart can provide sufficient oxygen to the muscles during physical activity. A great example is running. The difference between movement and exercise. Considering the conditions that are involved in health fitness, I will discuss how being active can help you achieve it. To start with, what exactly does being active mean? Does it mean engaging in just any physical activity, or does it mean keeping a regular exercise routine? Are they the same? I remember conversing with a teenager years ago who told me that walking around the house was in itself exercise, so he didn't see the need for the gym. Many of us equate such physical activity to exercise, but I would argue that they are very different. It's possible to be active and burn calories through activities outside of formal exercise programs. This is known as NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It means the energy expended by everything we do which is not sleeping. Examples are walking, gardening, housework. In contrast, a formal exercise program is a more specific and focused form of health-improving physical activity. Hence, We will focus more on the latter type of physical exercise. Before I give you any specific guidelines, I will explore the benefits of exercising because the value of a thing is often a catalyst to desire that thing. These benefits will be dealt with in three categories: physiological, psychological, and sociological. The physiological benefits of exercise. Physiology refers to how our body functions. Our body, like every other machine we use, needs to be refreshed and taken care of. Exercise is a great way to achieve this. When you engage in exercise, you are taking care of your body. For example, when you experience a fast heartbeat during exercise, you expose your cardiorespiratory system to positive stress that enhances its performance. This means that you reduce the probability of developing certain diseases like heart conditions. When individuals live a sedentary life, they put their health at risk. Knowing that being sedentary is risky is not enough, but taking action is what makes a difference. Developing and maintaining a regular exercise habit is important for minimizing risks to good health. Furthermore, when people have an exercise routine, they tend to be at less risk of developing conditions such as type 2 diabetes. Engaging in physical exercise is a good way to control blood glucose. Being active will save you from many health-related issues, especially as you age. There is a close relationship between physical activity and good health. By a close relationship, I mean that the more you exercise, the healthier you become. Maintaining muscular fitness is another physiological benefit of exercise. Some people think that muscular fitness equals large muscles like that of a competitive athlete. That's not usually the case. Most of the time, people engage in muscular fitness to perform normal physical activities easily and safely, such as lifting, pushing and pulling. It is possible to develop muscle fitness, muscle tone, when you participate in resistance exercises. These are designed to improve strength and endurance. It is often associated with the use of weights and can also involve the weight of the body such as push-ups or squats. Every individual can benefit from resistance training at some point within their lifespan. While children can attain muscular fitness by engaging in activities such as jumping and climbing, adults usually have a less physically active life than children and therefore would strongly benefit from an exercise regime including resistance training. The benefit is that as lean muscle increases, unwanted body fat decreases. This slows down the onset of sarcopenia, which is the age-related loss of muscle and muscle mass. Another benefit of resistance training is bone strength. In the process of pushing or pulling heavy objects in your resistance training, you place stress on the tendon, which is a connection between the bone and muscle. That stress on the tendon and the bone makes for an increase in bone mass and bone strength. Also, feeling and looking younger is one benefit I get from engaging in resistance training. A firm and toned body at any age is achievable with consistency. Going about your daily life with a sense of ease is also a benefit. The psychological benefits of exercise. Exercising the body also gives us access to psychological benefits, which impact on the mental and emotional well-being of the human being. Exercise relieves the symptoms of depression and anxiety. We also have a better self-image, which leaves us confident in who we are. Our overall mood and emotions improve when we engage in exercise. People who exercise get sound sleep, which is one great way of staying healthy. You might ask, if exercise prevents depression, why are we still depressed? Depression can be a serious mood disorder which causes an individual to feel persistent sadness. They may also lose self-esteem and/or become self-critical. According to the World Health Organization, up to 5% of adults worldwide suffer from depression. Aerobic exercise and resistance training have been discovered to help to alleviate anxiety and mild to moderate depression. Another important psychological benefit of exercise is the lack of negative side effects. In my experience as a fitness trainer, I have seen the significant mood-enhancing effect of exercise on people who have been diagnosed as depressed. There have been times in my career when I have not felt like exercising because of tiredness, but I have discovered over many years of training that the best cure for fatigue is another workout. Stress comes when you are overwhelmed with tasks that you cannot complete because of a lack of energy. In the face of chronic stress, you can become numb to life challenges. Stress often doesn't come alone. It is accompanied by other factors such as overeating, weakening of the immune system, and lack of sleep. In summary, the 6 most important psychological benefits of exercise are: 1. Improved mood. 2. Improved ability to deal with stress. 3. Improved self-esteem. 4. Pride in physical accomplishment. 5. Improved body image. 6. Increased energy. The sociological benefits of exercise. Exercise also provides us with sociological benefits. In this context, exercising with a group of people keeps us connected to these people. We focus on building social networks, which translates into social support. We all need social support for our well-being. Being a member of an exercise group can also make it easier for you to be consistent in your exercise routines. Chapter 3. How to get started with your exercise routine. Now that we have learned about the benefit of exercise, I hope you feel motivated to get started. But you may feel unsure about how to begin. Don't worry. I am here to guide you. Firstly, before you start exercising, please be sure that you have no underlying health issues or disability which may put you at risk. If you have any concerns, please consult your GP. This will help to avoid any risk of injury. 1. Create a realistic goal. Every good habit is developed with a realistic goal. A realistic goal is an attainable goal. Start small and increase it later. The moment you set a goal, you also should follow it up with a detailed plan. For example, if you set a goal to run 10 kilometers, you could plan to run 1 kilometer every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. As you feel yourself becoming fitter, you could increase it to 3 kilometers. Before long, you will arrive at your goal. On the other hand, an unrealistic plan would be saying you will run 20 kilometers in 3 days without any form of training. 2. Develop exercise habits. More than setting and smashing goals, you have to include exercise into your habit if you want it to be a long-term lifestyle. The habit loop includes a cue, a routine, and a reward. A cue is like signal to do something, a routine is an action, in our context, exercise, and reward is a pleasurable compensation for the activity. Therefore, to develop an exercise habit, pick a cue and a reward. A cue could be choosing a specific time, keeping your exercise gear in a specific place, or having an exercise buddy. The main point is that your cue reminds you to do the exercise and makes you want to do it. Your reward, on the other hand, is also a motivation to take action. Your reward must be something you love and you will deny yourself of it if you don't do the exercise. For example, your cue could be in the morning, so you will have to do your exercise whenever it is morning. The days you complete the exercise, you are at liberty to give yourself your reward. Moreover, it is possible to use a bad habit as a cue for exercise. For example, if you eat too many biscuits one day, you can use that as a cue for exercise. In this way, a bad habit becomes a good habit. Simple indoor exercises. The many exercise options available can be overwhelming. Here I recommend 6 easy ones to get you started. Lunges. The lunge exercise challenges your balance and helps your legs and glutes get stronger. 1. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and your arms straight down by your sides, or you can have both hands on your hips. 2. Take 1 step backwards with your right leg and bend your right knee while doing so. Stop when your left thigh is parallel to the ground. Make sure that your left knee does not extend over your left foot. 3. Return to your starting position by pushing forward off your right foot. Do the same with your left leg. I recommend 10 to 12 repetitions on each leg. Squats. The squat exercise increases the lower body and core strength. This is a great option if you are looking to burn calories. 1. Stand straight with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Let your arms be straight down by your sides, or you can have both hands on your hips. 2. Push your hips back as if you were going to sit down on a chair, but keep your chest and chin up. Make sure your knees does not bow inwards. Stop when your thighs are almost parallel to the ground. You can keep your hands raised in front of you in a comfortable manner. After a 1-second pause, return to the standing position. I recommend 15 to 20 repetitions. Push-ups. This is a basic exercise that strengthens your muscles. 1. Start with your hands and knees on the floor. 2. Move your knees backwards until your back is at an angle of 45 degrees to the floor. Keep your neck and shoulders in a neutral position. 3. Ensure your hands are placed slightly wider than your shoulders and your fingers should be spread out to help absorb the weight of the body. Slowly lower your body towards the floor, keeping your elbows moving out and back. Lower your body 2/3 of the way down to the ground. It is not necessary to lower your body all the way to the ground, then return back to the start position by pushing the floor away from you. I recommend 10 to 12 repetitions. This exercise can also be performed on the toes. Dumbbell rows. The dumbbell row exercise strengthens the muscles of the upper body, and if you want a super-looking upper back, this is a great exercise for you. It is essential to have a set of dumbbells, or a barbell, for this exercise, and advisable to get a set which you find moderately heavy. 1. Hold one dumbbell in each hand. 2. Hinge forward from the hip to attain a 45-degree angle to the ground and keep your knees slightly bent. Make sure your abdominal muscles are engaged and align your neck to your upper back. Make sure your arms hang straight down, keeping the weights close to your thighs. Then draw your elbows up and backwards. 3. Return to your original position and repeat. I recommend 10 to 12 repetitions. Deadlifts. This will strengthen your lower back muscles, your glutes and your hamstrings, which comprise your posterior chain. 1. Stand straight, with your feet about hip distance apart and the knees slightly bent. This is the starting position. 2. Hold a dumbbell in each hand, with the knuckles facing forward and thumbs on your thighs. Keep your arms in front of your thighs. 3. Hinge forward from the hip and bend your knees slightly as you push your hips backwards. Keeping your spine neutral and your shoulders drawn back, slowly lower the weights down towards your shins, until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings, back of the thighs. 4. Keeping your abdomen tight, push through your heels, squeezing your glutes, the large muscles of the buttocks, to return to the starting position. I recommend 10 to 12 repetitions in a slow, controlled manner. Horizontal plank. The horizontal plank ensures that you maintain a strong core. While completing this exercise, you should pay attention to the mind-muscle connection. This means mainly focusing your attention on your abdomen. 1. Lie on your chest, prone position. 2. Lift your chest by placing your elbows beneath your shoulders with your forearms in front of you beneath your chin. 3. Interlace the fingers to form a triangular shape with your arms. 4. Contract your abdomen, push down on your elbows, lift your knees coming up onto the toes until your body is parallel to the floor. Push your weight back towards your heels. Prevent your chest from sinking downwards. 5. Hold this position for 20 seconds initially, and then over time you can work towards holding the plank for 1 minute. There are no repetitions to do in this set. If you find 20 seconds a challenge, return to point 4, lower your knees to the ground and use that as an easier option. Other examples of indoor exercise to maintain fitness are as follows. 1. Side plank. 2. Single leg deadlift. 3. Standing overhead dumbbell press. 4. Glute bridge. 5. Bicep curl. 6. Abdominal crunch. In summary, if you desire to develop health and fitness, you must say a big yes to exercise no matter what. There will always be excuses to distract you, but no one can do this for you. This first evidence that you love yourself is getting started on exercise, and I hope these exercises will be useful to you. Chapter 4. You are what you eat. Let food be thy medicine, and let medicine be thy food. Hippocrates, ancient Greek philosopher. The food you eat can be either the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. Anne Wigmore, holistic health practitioner. Do you realize how important your body is? It's the only place you can live in. In this chapter, I will discuss the best eating habits for developing health and fitness. Drink water. Our bodies are nearly 70% water, so the habit of being hydrated is important for your health. Dehydration makes the body less efficient. Many people do not drink enough water. If you often forget, you can set the alarm on your mobile or another device, or pick some other type of cue to prompt you to drink water. It is water that forms our mucus and saliva, which aids digestion. The water in our body helps to lubricate our joints. Dehydration can cause skin dryness, so drinking an adequate amount of water each day can help to maintain healthy skin. Drinking 8 glasses of water a day is recommended. If you are training hard or if the weather is very warm, a slightly higher intake of water is a good idea. Your breakfast matters a great deal. Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper, said the nutritionist, Adele Davis. Breakfast provides your body with the vitamins and nutrients it needs to start the day. I have seen people skip breakfast because they are trying to watch their weight, but experts believe this is not the best strategy. When you eat breakfast, it is easier to control your appetite and curb overeating later in the day. Planning your meals. We often eat unhealthy meals because we do not plan for them. It is recommended to sit down and plan your food timetable in advance. You can even cook and freeze them. That way, you will have a quick option of food that is healthy. Also, don't wait till you have a family before you develop this habit. You are your family and deserve to eat well. Snacking. Snacking is the habit of eating in between your regular main meals. We snack for various reasons, possibly because we are hungry, maybe when we are stressed or sad. Snacking, in my opinion, is not necessarily a bad food habit. What I am concerned about is what you snack on. Do you snack on chips, burgers, cakes, biscuits? That is where the problem lies. If you have the urge to snack, try to have healthy foods on hand, such as fruit, nuts, or vegetables such as celery. Enjoying healthy food. Eating healthily doesn't mean eating foods you don't like. It's important to find healthy food that you do like and to care about the quality of food. By quality, I mean food which is nutritionally rich, well prepared, and well sourced, for example from a farmer's market. Try to avoid over-processed foods such as ready-made meals, hot dogs, or shop-bought burgers, because they usually lack nutrients and contain unhealthy levels of sugar, salt, and fat. Engaging in food tracking. Food tracking is the process of recording all the things you eat over a period of time. It is helpful to record what we eat because it allows us to gain an accurate idea of our food intake. It can also help you to spot any allergies you may have. You can use an app such as MyFitnessPal. Include fiber. You may have been told that it's important to eat more fiber. Fiber is mainly found in vegetables, legumes, fruit, and whole grains. 1. A high-fiber diet normalizes bowel movements and increases the weight and size of your stool. In this way, fiber helps to maintain healthy bowels and reduce the occurrence of constipation. 2. Fiber helps to lower cholesterol. 3. It helps to control blood sugar levels. 4. It helps to maintain a healthy weight. 5. It reduces the risk of major diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. 6. It contributes to longevity. Start eating healthily now. because prevention is always better than cure. In conclusion, good health is related to the relationship between you and your food. What you eat is what you are. Don't just read this information. Practice the knowledge. Love yourself enough to feed yourself with healthy food. Chapter 5: Self-Development. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. Jim Rohn, entrepreneur and motivational speaker. Self-development is essential in the process of maintaining health and fitness. A good definition of self-development is the process by which a person's character or abilities are gradually improved. It is not limited to a specific aspect of a person. The constituents of self-development are a healthy self-image and the acquisition of new skills. As well as physical growth, it also includes mental, social, emotional and spiritual elements. When you improve these areas of your life, you can live a fulfilled and productive life. Mental development. Your mental health affects every aspect of your life, including your health. When we use the word mental, we refer to your mind, your memory and your thinking patterns. They are a major part of your life because your actions and decisions originate from there. Therefore, it is important to pay attention to them. According to the psychologist Carol Dweck, we can either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. With a fixed mindset, there is a belief that one's talent, character and intelligence are permanent and that success is only a product of luck or privilege. Such people don't trust that they themselves can take responsibility to change the condition of their life. When you have such a mindset, you find it harder to engage in self-development. You tend to avoid self-improvement activities because you are afraid of failure. Unfortunately, many people tend to have this mindset and are unconscious of it. On the other hand, a growth mindset believes that there is room for improvement through hard work and dedication. They are more focused on progress over perfection. This set of people are not afraid of failure. Rather, they see it as an opportunity to grow. Here is the point where you decide. What kind of mindset do you have? What kind of mindset do you want to have? If you choose a fixed mindset, you may never achieve your optimum health and fitness. However, if you choose a growth mindset, you have the possibility of achieving your full potential, whatever that may be for you. How to develop a growth mindset. 1. Try learning different things in different ways, for example, experimenting, practicing, discussing, and reading. 2. Embrace your imperfections. If they were none, growth could not take place. 3. Let challenges represent opportunities. When you see a challenge as an opportunity, you won't be afraid to experience the world in a new way every day. 4. Let failing mean learning. When you fail, you learn another way of not doing it. It can be frustrating when it happens over and over again, but it is worth it. 5. Focus on the process rather than the outcome. It sounds simple, but it is not. However, it is the best approach. Let the satisfaction come with the progress that you make each day, no matter how small. 6. Celebrate the growth of others, without competing. When people achieve, celebrate and encourage them. 7. Master the word yet. Instead of saying I can't achieve this, say I haven't achieved it yet. It emphasizes to your mind that you will grow, and you surely will. How to develop health and fitness with your growth mindset. 1. Avoid perfectionism. This is essential, especially as a beginner on the fitness path. Pay more attention to progress. The path to achieving health and fitness is not linear. You will encounter obstacles, we all do. Don't let obstacles hold you back. Just be optimistic and find a way of staying on track. Learn to adapt to any unusual or new scenario. Even if you are away from home, and don't have any equipment, you could still continue exercising, using the exercises described previously. 2. Set goals. I won't dwell here because I have previously explained what goal setting can do for you. Answer these questions. A. What do you hope to accomplish? B. What is the timeline of your goal? C. What is your plan for achieving your goal? If you find it difficult to answer these questions, then seek expert guidance. 3. Reward yourself. Rewarding yourself is not a waste of time or unnecessary, as most people think. It spurs you to do better. It reminds you of your starting point and how much effort and time you have invested. It simply means you remember every one of your successes and encourages you to do more. Don't forget that health and fitness is a lifelong goal. Hence, growing and changing will always occur. For each step along the way, it is good to reward yourself for your achievements. Social development. It starts at a very young age. Experts often recommend early socialization like nursery or other type of preschool. The main goal of early socialization is to improve positive social skills in any situation. We may think that it doesn't matter while children are still very young, but it does. You can see that the pattern of our childhood often shapes our personalities. Our approach to social situations differs from our peers because of our childhood experiences. While some of us are introverts, others are extroverts. This quality is not innate. It is developed as we grow. Why are social skills important? Having a solid set of social skills allows you to communicate, relate to, and connect with other people. This is essential for establishing friendships and navigating your way through life with a better degree of satisfaction. The benefits of developing strong social skills. 1. The ability to communicate effectively. 2. Improved team skills. 3. Development of emotional intelligence skills. 4. Greater active listening skills. How to develop your social skills. 1. Start small. Everything we probably want to learn or become in our life can seem overwhelming. However, the best approach to overcoming this is to take it bit by bit. If going to the party is overwhelming, start with visiting a restaurant. By practicing small social activities, you will get better. 2. Hold conversations. Another way of developing great communication skills is by conversing. In practicing conversation, make sure to encourage others to talk, but you shouldn't be silent throughout. You can encourage others to talk by asking them open-ended questions. An example of an open-ended question is, "What sights do you expect to see on your holiday?" And the closed version of that question is, "Are you going sightseeing on your holiday?" So, a closed question can be answered with a yes or no, whereas an open question invites a fuller response. Also, show a sincere interest in others. 3. Compliment others. Social skills help you learn to appreciate other people sincerely. If you love their clothing, don't be scared to compliment them. If you like someone's smile, let them know. Your compliments are a part of your relationship building skills. 4. Practice courtesy. Practicing good manners is never overrated. Be polite, apologize when necessary, and be grateful. How social skills help to support health and fitness. 1. Join a fitness group, doing an activity or activities that you like. There are different fitness groups. Identify those that suit your needs and become a member. The moment you become a member, you are more motivated to stay on course. 2. Please talk about your concerns, rather than battle with your challenges alone. Try to discuss them with someone on the same path as you. They may have encountered such problems in the past and can share their experiences with you. 3. Try to find an exercise buddy who can act as an accountability partner. This helps to improve motivation and keep you on course. Emotional development. Emotional development means the ability to identify, express and manage our feelings at different points in our lives and empathize with others. In the process of developing emotionally, you can achieve emotional maturity. This will help you adapt to different situations and understand your reaction. In this way you will be better able to manage your emotions, reacting in the best way possible and make the right decisions. Charlotte Maloney, the psychologist, says, "Do not ignore your emotions. Instead, recognize them, step back to make sure they are not overpowering your ability to act, and determine how you can channel them to act in a productive manner. If you are able to do this, you will become a master of emotional maturity. How to develop emotionally. 1. Identify your emotions. The first thing in this journey is to identify the emotions you are feeling. It is often difficult, especially when we are in an unpleasant situation. At that moment, we are in an aroused state. Rather than react immediately, we should pause to become aware of our emotions. In this way, you are in touch with your emotional state. Self-awareness is recognizing how you yourself feel and navigating the best way to act in any situation. While social awareness is understanding the other person's point of view. 2. Examine your beliefs. Your beliefs influence your behavior. Research suggests that people are more likely to engage in health-promoting behaviors, like eating well and exercising, if they believe they are capable of effectively performing these behaviors. A belief is an assumption we hold to be true, and they usually stem from a life experience we have had. It's healthy to question our beliefs sometimes. 3. Take full responsibility. Learn to take responsibility for your words, actions, and decisions. Accept your outcomes. It is easier to take responsibility for your actions when you have developed sufficient emotional maturity. 4. Develop empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand another person's feelings. Although it is easy to judge others, it is better to take a step back and look at each individual below the surface. When you develop empathy, you can more easily understand people's intentions and perceptions. 5. Learn from your mistakes. Making thousands of mistakes is not the problem is making the same mistakes 1,000 times. In this case, it is a clear indication that you are not learning. Let your mistakes guide you to make better choices. That is why failures can be opportunities for genius. How emotional skills help to develop health and fitness. Psychologists identify 5 main negative emotions. They are: 1. Anger. 2. Fear. 3. Resentment. 4. Frustration. 5. Anxiety. How do negative emotions affect the body? Poor emotional health can weaken the body's immune system. This makes you more likely to catch colds and other infections. When you are feeling anxious, stressed, or upset, you may not take care of your health as well as you should. Everyone experiences these emotions from time to time. With greater emotional maturity, you are better able to recognize them, to acknowledge to yourself that you are experiencing a negative emotion and then manage it. There is a definite link between emotional states and physical fitness. When you are feeling terrible emotionally, your body tends to feel the same way. Mark Twain said, "Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured." Numerous studies have confirmed the ill effects of negative emotions on our bodies. Some of these effects are inflammation, a higher risk of heart diseases, and a weaker immune system. On the other hand, positive emotions support our health. Dr. Richard J. Davidson, a neuroscientist using brain imaging, has discovered that positive emotions can trigger reward pathways in the brain, including the ventral striatum. The ventral striatum sits in the center of the brain and is concerned with decision-making and reward-related behavior. Individuals who are able to savor positive emotions have lasting activation in the ventral striatum, Davidson says. The longer the activation lasts, the greater his or her feelings of well-being. Continued activation of this part of the brain has been linked to healthy changes in the body, including lower stress hormone levels. Therefore, emotional maturity curbs frequent negative emotions and promotes positive emotions, and in turn that promotes your well-being. In addition, when you are emotionally fit, it is easier to become physically fit. Spiritual development. Spiritual development can mean many things to many people in the secular and multi-faith environment. For example, it can mean a belief in something beyond the material universe and the possibilities of realities beyond the confines of time and space. How to develop spiritually. 1. Meditate at least 10 minutes daily. 2. Always remember that there is more than the material world. 3. Think positively. 4. Practice gratitude. 5. Learn to be more patient with others. Conclusion. Firstly, thank you for taking the time to read to the end. In my experience, the greatest obstacle to any fitness or training program is simply getting started. The act of flicking that switch in your mind and simply diving into it. It's not necessarily about using strong willpower. It's more about starting to establish small daily good habits and adopting the kind of movement practices you enjoy. That can only be achieved by initially trying different things to see which ones you like. The variety of exercise programs and teachers are abundant. Be adventurous and try many different fitness classes or activities. It's also about starting to become aware of the role your diet plays in your overall health and performance. As time goes on and your energy increases, your food preferences will naturally veer towards healthier choices. It really does start in your mind, with wanting to make your health and well-being a high priority, and loving yourself where you are right now, enough to simply begin. I wish you the very best of luck on your fitness adventures. The ultimate